So I feel like a lot of us will feel this way at some point in our lives, especially when getting a fresh start. But I definitely feel like the process of moving out and living on my own in a brand new state has really shown me the true difference between being alone and feeling lonely. I think those are two very important concepts that a lot of people tend to mix up a lot. Hey guys, what's up? It's Kate here and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I kind of wanted to have a chat with you about ways to enjoy spending time with yourself because I just think that is crucial for having a foundation to go off of when it comes to building social circles and, finding your true people to spend time with. I really just want you to be able to walk up to a host stand and say table for one confidently without feeling insecure or anything like that. God definitely does put us in seasons where we can feel isolated from the rest of the world, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. And honestly, I think that is something that we should embrace to make sure that we are the best version of ourselves. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I really hope that you guys like this. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and join the fam. And let's just go ahead and get into all the ways that you can essentially enjoy being by yourself. So first and foremost, I feel like it is very important for me to point out that I do recognize a lot of us have very busy lives and different schedules. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to kind of like incorporate all of this in, but I personally feel like it is huge if you can go throughout your day at some point and not listen to a podcast or a playlist. I think that I often find a lot of the time I do have something going on in the background if I'm folding laundry or whatever, just to, keep myself from thinking about things that I might, not really want to feel sad about or think about. And I have found that using this time to really connect with God and have conversations with Him throughout my day has been so important for looking inward and, just figuring out, what my goals are in life and what my dreams are. The more time you allow yourself to slow down, just really think about what your heart has to tell you, I think the more that will make a huge impact on your life. Solo dates are definitely something that I really want to incorporate into my routine this year. Personally feel like they are a great, amazing concept that a lot more people should be doing. So I just love the idea of putting on an outfit that you've been saving for a while for a special occasion and wearing it just to wear it out because it needs to get out of your closet, and taking yourself out to dinner at a nice restaurant and just, taking in the scenery. I think that is definitely something that I can easily do where I live now. And there's just so many new places that I want to kind of explore. There's a Pilates studio that is up the road from me. And I do think that if you are somebody who likes to be alone, but you also want to use that time to meet other people, consistently showing up somewhere at the same time of the week is definitely something that can repetitively allow you to see the same people. And if you approach them and say, hey, I really love your t-shirt, do you come here often? Do you have any recommendations for other places I should try? You never know, maybe next time they will invite you with them, and then you can just feel really proud of yourself for putting yourself out there. So if I'm going about my day and running errands by myself, there are definitely times where I will think about the idea that I haven't called my mom and dad for a while, or I haven't physically seen my friends in a couple weeks. And I do find that tends to happen when I'm grocery shopping and I'll see, kind of like families together. It makes me really want to feel connected with my community and the people around me. I think it is huge if you can approach the people who are checking you out at the register, especially at the grocery store, and just, start a conversation with them. Ask them about their day, what time they woke up in the morning, or just kind of give them credit for all the things that they're doing. Thank them. I think it is so important to do that because, first of all, it will give you the confidence to approach the people that you actually want to build friendships with, and it will also let you know that you do have the capabilities necessary to just have a chat with someone and really make an impact on the lives of other people. During the middle of the week, I love to have a night where I can cook for myself. So if there is something that I really want to try from Pinterest or anything like that, I will grab the items that I need, and then I love to put on a nice, cozy jazz playlist, and then have a cup of tea or a glass of wine. And sometimes I'll even do a few twirls in the kitchen and have a little dance party by myself. I just think it is so important to enjoy the little things in life and just make some things that maybe you're not as motivated to do, like cook a healthy meal for yourself, and turn that into something that you can genuinely look forward to. But I also just feel like it is important for maintaining relationships to have something that gives your life a greater purpose, because people will really feed off of the energy that you actually are doing things on the side other than just relying on them. I definitely do think that if you have a lot of solo time, to really think about things that you would really love to do, because you will also gain greater fulfillment once you actually get to the finish line and do achieve those things. So I personally feel like there are two kinds of statements when it comes to approaching going somewhere by yourself. And the first one just says that I have to go and do this alone. I don't have anyone with me. And the second one is I get to do this by myself and I'm excited to try something new and fly solo. I think a lot of us can say that we want to embody the second statement because it comes from an abundant mindset instead of a lack mindset. So it really just is important to change your approach on the way that you just do things by yourself. And I definitely do recognize that some of these things are a lot easier said than done. I think it is a rare quality if you can go out and do things on your own and really have a fun time doing it. If you are a little bit nervous to start out with solo dates, I think one thing that I would recommend doing would be to go to a local bookstore. My favorite is Barnes and Noble, and you can just kind of walk around and, people watch, see who looks interesting, see who you think that you could connect with. And then if there's somebody in the same aisle as you, maybe ask them if they have any ideas for things to read that are in the genre that you're both looking at, and you can find common ground through that. This past winter, I definitely did go through a period of seasonal depression. And during this time, I kind of found that my thoughts were spiraling towards the past a lot. And I really just wanted something to recenter myself so that I don't have to constantly be dwelling on something that I have no control over. And one of the things that really did help with that was hobbies and learning something new. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I picked up knitting. I actually made my friend a really cute baby blanket. So you can do something like that, or there also is bedazzling, which I am so excited that's a trend that's coming back now. I do have a little kit that I got from Etsy, and it is so satisfying to watch something and also just put the rhinestones on whatever you feel like or whatever inspires you. And I do notice that if I'm sitting down to do something like this, I get more involved in the things that I'm doing instead of thinking about, something that I really shouldn't or something that's just not healthy for me. So majority of this video has been talking about ways to enjoy time by yourself. And now I kind of want to go into the idea of loneliness a little bit and help you if you are someone who really does feel like isolation affects your mental health deeply. I know for me, I was in a similar boat my freshman year of college, and I just had my peak anxiety moment. I really couldn't go to the dining hall by myself. I went to the library by myself a lot, but I sat in the back, and I definitely wasn't going to school activities or anything like that unless if I had someone else with me. So if you are, someone who is just starting university and you're going through the same thing, I really do encourage you to go to the activities that your school puts together, because it is just something that will at least get you out of your house and minimize the isolation that you can feel sometimes when you're alone in your room. Balance with that is definitely key. One thing that also has gotten me through trying something like that is saying to myself that I will only go for 5 minutes, and if I absolutely am not having a good time, I will go home and, relax. And I often find that once I finally get the courage to try something, that's when I actually have the best time. So that has definitely been something that has allowed me to gain the courage to just meet new people and put myself out there. So currently on my way to a little book club gathering at a coffee shop in the area, and I'm actually so excited but a little bit nervous because I, don't usually do things like this, but I think that over the past couple years, my social anxiety has definitely improved, and I've been a lot more confident in just like big groups and things like that. So I'm so excited to potentially meet some new people, make some new friends. So I will update y'all on how it went when I get back. All right, so I just got home and I really wanted to film this in real time in my comfy clothes and just kind of relax at the end of the day because I feel like there is so much that I wanted to reflect on from the past hour. And first of all, I just want to say that I'm so proud of myself for just putting myself out there and really trying my best to get to know people in this brand new area. I think a few years ago, I would have been so anxious and just nervous about people not liking me. And I think the second that I let go of the idea that there was like an audience watching me, that was when I really got to focus on building connections with people. And I definitely just think that you have to give yourself credit for the small wins of the little things that you accomplish each day because progress isn't linear and you just really have to be your own best advocate. And I think when you are confident into any situation and you just believe in yourself, then that's when, you know, the connections really start to happen. So I think what you really just need to do if you are somebody who isn't really comfortable starting conversations with people, just come at it from the perspective of looking at someone in a room and seeing what they might need. And I think coming from that perspective really does help people just show that you genuinely care about them and want to build a real connection. So yeah, that is basically kind of the small reflection that I have for tonight. And that is also pretty much it for this video. I know that it was a little bit on the short side, but I hope that it helped you regardless. I know that meeting people and just finding your place is kind of a daunting task. So if you have any other advice, please leave them in the comments below. I'm praying for you and I hope that you find the right people that you're looking for. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.